Alright, so 3 attempts later, freaking audio wouldn't work. This is my big s- machine, we'll call it. I don't really have a name for it yet. Basically, it runs off of, like, I guess you could say the heart of the machine is a giant um, sorting machine. It's tileable, and how it works is, so I intend on using it either as vault storage. So each block, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each one is counts as one storage, right? So how it'll work is I'm gonna have observers sitting up there on the redstone, sitting on top of the on top of the chests, or frack pistons. And so each observer will be a separate minecart rail or whatever I connect to it, right? And so this whole thing's tileable. I've got 16 lined up. Each item sorter has its own key. Oh, wrong. See, it's each one has a different key, and got only one extra of each one. So how you operate it is obviously this is storage. This is temporary. Take I don't know, just we'll take 4 random keys just to teach it. I'll throw all of them in. You only want to do one at a time, right? And notice how they're not exiting. If there's a hopper, it's because it's a powered hopper. When I press that, it turns off the torch, obviously, unlocking the hopper. It goes through, and when the item goes through this hopper, it powers this, sends a signal around, it powers the rail. I did this so it can have kind of like a delay, so that way it allows the item a moment to go into the chest before getting triggered. And this is kind of like a fail safe. So you can't just unload a ridiculous amount of items in there, right? So not a fail. It's a trigger to start the minecart basically without letting it load up an infinite amount of items. So it quickly launches as soon as an item goes through. And then that torch makes it so I can stick stuff in here, and if I throw, I don't know, say I throw my potion in there or my sword on accident, it doesn't get sucked up and sent off. It would come right back, but it doesn't get sucked up and sent off. And as you'll see in a second, it won't be an infinite loop either. So let's pretend you should only do one item at a time. But let's, for testing, well, it only allowed 4 to go through. I missed it, but that only has one item in it. You'll see there's one stuck in that hopper and one stuck in that hopper, right? Take those out and get that one out, and then that one we threw that went in came back, pushed it back, kind of bumped it a bit or something. I don't know. Somehow it went forward. Okay, so don't do that the more than one, because as you saw, it'll get stuck, and then they're locked. So even so, unless you press the button again, it won't happen. Nothing will happen. And see, when it's empty, nothing's in there. You can press the button all you want. It's not going to go because only the trigger is when an item passes through the hopper. The trigger is not the button. Let me fix that. That's kind of bothering me. Oh, just, nothing happened here. Nothing happened. All right. So we'll put one item in. Any old key. Launch it. See, there's a key in there. It goes up. Triggered the one that was the key for the one way down here at the end, right? So what you'll see, I'll show you right now, is it returned that very same key. So let's launch it again, and you'll see that it's tileable, so you can make it as long as you want, and it'll just make the response time take longer. There's the item, auto starts. So how that happened was how my timing works only because I timed it or set it up so it'll trigger once the minecart is already there. Otherwise, if the item gets there first, this will be powered. The cart won't go under, the item won't get picked up. So this whole system relies on this being off. So if I wanted to make this longer, obviously then I'd have to have this big redstone line along the Scott of comparators, or not comparators, repeaters to make that work. So instead, how it would change that is I'd probably do like a detector rail to power this. So when but then this is how it would extend out because then it would power that rail. So it'd probably be like a detector, normal rail, then powered rail. Then that detector rail would then trigger that powered rail over there once the item got picked up. But I don't have that set up because this is one chunk, this whole one entire chunk, and I was trying to challenge myself and build this thing inside of one chunk. Don't ask why, I just felt like it. Um, but yeah, if you didn't get lost at all, so basically the hopper goes up, it goes down, beats the hopper or the chest sits there while the key is still on its way over. It goes down, and when the item or the key goes in this hopper, triggers off the comparator. The comparator powers the rail, and off it goes. And then when the chest comes back up here with the vault key, it goes to the hopper, goes back in the chest, and remember it does not go in because the torch stays in the chest. And then the minecart goes up and resets. So yeah, if I like I said, if I want to, I can make this bigger, but just because I'm challenging myself and trying to keep it contained, I'm only at 16, and 16 is already a lot. So I've yet to figure out a working design with the minecarts. I just went on creative last night and tried doing it, but I was also half awake. Did not find a working design, so I gotta work that out still, or I can just figure something else out. I don't know. We'll see. I might even just do like a shulker thing, maybe with yeah, I might do that shulkers. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's my machine.